Hi, everyone. Welcome to Models and Agents for Beginners, episode 21 for April 16th, 2026. Let's break down today's coolest AI news so anyone can understand it. Let's go. So imagine you are scrolling through the internet and you have a super smart study buddy sitting right next to you. That buddy can look over your shoulder at whatever web page you are on and even peek at your other open tabs. Then you can ask it questions about what you are seeing and it just gets it. Well, that is basically what Opera just launched today. They call it Browser Connector, and it works in their Opera One and Opera GX browsers. It lets you plug in either ChatGPT or Claude, two popular AI chatbots. So the AI can actually see the page you are viewing. It is not a brand new AI that Opera built from scratch. Instead, it takes the chatbot you already like and gives it the power to understand your current screen. Think of it like turning your regular web browser into a context-aware helper instead of a plain window. This is huge because most of us jump between websites all day for school, hobbies, or just fun. Now your AI can follow along without you copying and pasting text every single time. For homework, it could explain a tricky Wikipedia page like you are 14. For creative projects, it might spark ideas while you browse art or game sites. It also shows a cool trend. Companies are realizing we do not all want to be locked into one single AI brand. You can switch between ChatGPT and Claude depending on what you need. The best part is it is completely free. If you already have Opera One or Opera GX, you can turn it on right now. Just open the browser, go to Settings, find the AI Services section, and enable Browser Connector. Then pick your favorite chatbot and start asking questions about whatever page you are on. If you do not have the browser yet, you can download it for free on your computer or phone and try this today. Okay, now for my favorite part of the show, let us do a deep dive into how these AI chatbots actually understand what they are looking at on a web page. We will explain it like you are 14 using a simple step-by-step picture in your mind. First, think about the autocomplete feature on your phone when you text friends. It guesses the next word you might type based on patterns it has seen before. That is basically autocomplete on steroids. Now imagine that same idea but for an entire conversation and everything on your screen. Here is how it works step by step. When you open a web page, the AI does not see pretty pictures and text the way our eyes do. Instead, it turns everything on the page into chunks of information it can process. It is kind of like how your brain takes in a whole busy scene at once, but then focuses on the important parts. The browser connector we just talked about gives the AI special permission to read the current page and even peek at your open tabs. Next, when you ask a question like, what is this diagram trying to show? The AI combines two things. It uses what it already learned during its training, all the books, websites, and conversations it studied before. Then it mixes in the fresh information from the exact page you are on right now. Think of it like bringing your own notes to a test instead of trying to remember everything from memory alone. After that, it predicts what words should come next in its answer one at a time. It does this the same way your phone predicts the next word, except it has gotten incredibly good after seeing billions of examples. That is why it can explain things, answer questions, or even debate with you. The really cool part is the context. By seeing your open tabs, the AI can connect ideas across different pages. So if you are researching climate change and have 3 articles open, it can pull the best parts from all of them without you explaining each one. And that is basically what these AI chatbots are doing when they help you while browsing. So next time someone says an AI is reading a web page, you can tell them it is basically super advanced autocomplete that learned from almost the entire internet. And now it can pay attention to what you are looking at right now. Not so scary, right? All right, let us move on to some cool stuff you can try right now. First up, imagine listening to your favorite podcast about games, music, or space. When the hosts say something confusing, you just pause and ask, wait, what does that actually mean? And I would then explain it, chat with you, or even debate the topic before the original podcast picks up right where it left off. This is not an AI-generated show with robot voices. It is real human hosts with an interactive AI layer added on top. This turns passive listening into an active learning adventure, which is perfect for curious students or anyone who loves podcasts but sometimes gets lost. You can try something similar right now for free. Go to the ChatGPT website or the app on your phone. Then ask it questions about specific parts. Here is a fun challenge. Listen to a 5-minute podcast about something you are learning in school. Pause every time you have a question and see how well it explains it in the same style as the hosts. You may need a parent to help sign up if you do not have an account yet. Next, here is something that makes AI feel like magic on a Mac computer. Google just released a real app for Mac that lets you summon their AI assistant called Gemini with a simple keyboard shortcut. You press Option plus space and a little floating chat bubble appears. You can ask it questions and even share whatever window or file is on your screen so the AI can see it and talk about it. This is exciting because it makes AI feel like a helpful friend living inside your computer instead of something you have to switch to a website for. Students editing videos, working on art projects, or just needing quick explanations could find this really useful. If you have a Mac running the latest software, try this today. Download the Gemini app from the Mac App Store. Then press Option plus space to open the chat. Here is a challenge. Share a screenshot of your favorite game or a homework problem and ask Gemini to explain it or give you creative ideas. It can even generate images and videos, which is pretty wild. Now, for a couple of quick bits to round out the show, researchers found that using AI too much for thinking heavy tasks like writing or problem solving can make people less persistent when the AI is taken away. It is like the boiling frog where small changes add up over time. The good news is using AI for hints instead of full answers seems less harmful. So it is a reminder to keep practicing your own brain muscles. In another quick bit, Boston Dynamics' famous robot dog can now read gauges and thermometers in factories. It does this thanks to Google Gemini AI. The robot uses the AI to understand what the dials and numbers actually mean during inspections. This shows how AI is helping robots move from cool videos to doing real practical jobs. And that is a wrap. If any of today's stories made you go, huh, that is cool, go play with it. Curiosity is how every expert started. See you tomorrow. This podcast is curated by Patrick, but generated using AI voice synthesis of my voice using ElevenLabs. The primary reason to do this is I unfortunately don't have the time to be consistent with generating all the content and wanted to focus on creating consistent and regular episodes for all the themes that I enjoy, and I hope others do as well.